Hey guys, it's postboxpat and welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be playing Fortnite. Now I am going to speed up the gameplay a little bit there and then because this is an actual, I think it's like 30 minutes long, the entire gameplay. So I'm going to be double speeding it on the bits which are pretty boring, but in this video we're going to be talking about Fortnite in general, why am I covering it on my channel and things like that, and also obviously the title of the video, the RPG. So on Fortnite, basically if you've never played Fortnite before, it's like a 100-player survival game. It's very interesting and it reminds me of the Hunger Games a lot. If you're a Minecraft player, obviously a lot of Minecraft people are going to be coming onto this. So on my channel, if you're new to my channel and you're just coming for the Fortnite video, a lot of you are probably going to be able to compare this to many other versions or kind of similar games basically to this. So anyway, let's talk about Fortnite and get into it. So on my channel, we have never covered Fortnite before, and we have been covering Minecraft for a very long time. But however, I played Fortnite the other day. I purchased it when it was on the sale, so I actually got early access to it, and I've got the other version of the game as well, the Save the World game mode, which is really awesome. But the actual game of Fortnite, the Battle Royale version, is very enjoyable. You have 100 players in a game and you have to take them out. Now in this gameplay we're watching now, it's pretty interesting because I actually get a really easy win using the RPG towards the end, and it is really awesome. So stay tuned for that because I've got an amazing gun. I'm going to be going over some pretty good tips, and I'm going to make a separate video as well alongside, which will be on screen right now, which will show you guys how to win every single time on Fortnite, or almost every single time. It's kind of the same concept, but I will be going over a few tips and tricks in this. So one of my favorite guns so far is the scoped assault rifle. Now this has actually been recently added in, I believe, because I played this game a lot before it actually came kind of official and it was free, and I couldn't find the advanced submachine gun. I didn't find that once, and I didn't find the scoped assault rifle. They are quite rare weapons to find, but if you do get your hands on one of them, I do recommend using it because they are very, very useful. Now the assault rifle itself is pretty interesting because all assault rifles are pretty cool, but the scope version, it's like a version of a sniper, and it is very powerful. So I use that in a lot of clips on this gameplay, and honestly I do recommend using it. So you can see here I'm using the AK, and I do manage to kill that guy. If that guy did kill me with his shotgun, I probably would have been out of the game, but he just didn't know I was there. Now this game can be played however you want. Yes, I am camping, and many of you will probably be camping as well, but it is the sort of game where you can do whatever you want to win. There is no rules. There's no like, oh, he's a noob for doing this. You can do however you want to win. You can do it on this game. You could camp until the end and not shoot anyone and become on 1v1 face-off, or you could just go around like mad killing people. Now, personally, I like to do a little bit of both. I don't like to search for enemies. I like to wait for them to appear near me. I don't run around searching for them. Yes, I do camp a lot, but, you know, it's interesting, and I just kind of get good positions and find good locations and hide in them and just kind of heal up in good locations and just get a good location, search for loot, listen out for chests and things like this. So you can see I'm clearly doing that in this gameplay, building up here. Oh, we found a chest. Let's see what we get in here. Got some awesome stuff. Got another med kit. Med kits do really come in handy, and this is on the solo version. I know the team version has been introduced, and that is a very difficult version to win on. I've only ever won once on the team version, and it was with a pretty good team, and not all the members had mics, which made it very interesting. So we actually won with like only three of us talking, and the other member didn't have a mic, and it was me and the other member with no mic alive at the end, and we did manage to win. So we all won, and when you do win for the first time, you do unlock the umbrella as like a kind of like a cosmetic type thing, and then if you win, I believe 50 times, you unlock some sort of type of armor type thing for a custom guy. So here you can see the assault rifle in action, doing 35 damage to the chest, which is absolutely crazy. So that's 2 shots, that's 70 damage. So 3 shots there, that is a kill if they haven't got armor or shield, should I say. So it's definitely worth using that assault rifle. Also, the AK-47 is one of my favourite ones as well, the triple round burst, only because you can get quite good accuracy with it at range. I know the M16, a lot of people do use that, and personally I do use it if I've got it and I haven't got the AK. Now, if I've got like, say, a apprentice MP16, when I say apprentice, I mean blue. I'm not 100% sure which ones each is each. I'm only doing that from Ark Survival reference, but when I get a blue M16, then I'll probably prefer that over the AK. But any other day, I would pick the AK over the M16 just because of the range capability. It is very accurate, and the accuracy on it is absolutely amazing. So that's why I'd pick that. But obviously the scoped assault rifle, hands down, is definitely better at range, and you can take on snipers with it, and snipers are very difficult to use on this game. Honestly, I don't recommend using them that much, especially if you're a console player, because it's quite hard to get the shot off bang on. If you've got a lot of experience in it, obviously you can use them, but I've only had a few kills with the snipers, and getting a shot in the head on this sort of game where the frame rate is all over the place can be quite difficult. Now, on this game I'm on right now, the storm was actually closing in on me pretty fast, so I had to be really careful on the roof here, so I'm just camping it out on the roof, taking a little look around, making sure there's nothing going on, and just getting everything right. So as I'm on this roof right now, you can see that we're doing pretty well, but I'm a little bit nervous because the storm is closing in and I'm on the roof. Now, you'll notice quite a few enemies do pop up around this area. So there's actually someone in the house listening out for their footsteps. Got some quick shots on her, get her taken down and get the loot. So I jump out of here. I didn't even grab the loot. I didn't even have time to grab the loot. Just got to get out of here so I don't take much damage from the storm. So I do manage to take the out of here quick and I only take 4 damage from the storm, but then I've got 2 minutes to get to the next area. Then I think to myself, you know what, there's no point of running straight over to the next area because it's absolutely miles away. We're probably at the max distance you can possibly be, unless you're in the storm away from it. So I just thought, you know what, we'll have a little search in here. If there's any guys hiding in here. No, there isn't. But then suddenly, in a minute, you'll notice I start to hear a lot of footsteps. I'm like, what's going on? So I'm taking a little look around. Footsteps are very key on this game. You've got to listen out for them. Even if you haven't got a headset, I do recommend trying to use like your Xbox, or not your Xbox, your TV linked to your Xbox or your TV linked to your PlayStation on a little bit higher volume so you can listen out. So I do start to see some guys running away. So I thought, you know what? That was who I heard. Let's go and chase them down. So let's move quick and go and chase them down. So as you can see, I'm making a run for it. You've got 2 guys there running down the hill. We've got to catch these 2 and get some kills on them. So let's pick up the pace and go and catch them and take them out. So as you can see, I'm having a big run for it. We've got 22 players left and we're actually only, I don't know exactly how long the game's been going for, because obviously the clip's been sped up, but it's been going for roughly probably about 10 minutes to 12 minutes this game, and we've just managed to get only 3 kills, and then we were in here. So we can see him running to that cover there, so I'm just thinking, you know what, we may as well start taking some shots before he gets into the cover, wait for him to run past that rock, and there we are, got some easy shots on him. That's another thing you sometimes got to do. You just got to wait for the person to run past the rock and get your right shot at the right time. So that was pretty awesome, because if you're going to shoot them when they're out, they're just going to take cover behind the rock, which would be very irritating, and you've got a rock in your way which you've either got to take out or shoot around. So wait for them to get past it and then take it on. So that was the same situation when I came down here. I was thinking to myself, you know, we got to be careful here because that could happen to me, the exact same thing which I just did to that guy. So I take a little bit of caution and think, oh, you know what, I don't think anyone's behind me, and I'm like, oh, we'll just grab quick. So I grab as quick as possible, as much as I can. I just keep cycling all my weapons, see what I come out with, and what do I go for here? We'll go for the, I think I went for the revolver. So yeah, the revolver. Let's keep going, and there we are. So the revolver, that's another good gun, which I do recommend using. It's very, very powerful. If you can get some hits off with the revolver, it's absolutely amazing. The only thing with this assault rifle, the scope version, is it is a little bit inaccurate at that sort of range sometimes, but if you do get some hits off, eventually 1 or 2 shots will hit and you will get a nice shot off and get an easy kill in there, which will just come in so handy for you guys if you really need to get some kills quickly, or if you're with a team or something. At that extra range, it's so handy having that scope so you can see exactly where the player's going to and see what's going on. So around here, I'm thinking, oh, I'm a little bit nervous around here because I don't know where players are. So I'm just speeding it up a little bit, see what we can find. There's a truck here, some loot around here, hopefully. Keep moving. Storm is closing in really fast. I'm taking some shots, but if you look at the map, the storm is very quickly closing in, and this is when things start to really get like quite heated up in the game, because there's a bunch of sounds going on around. You can hear gunshots all over. The storm is actually taking heavy damage on me here. I'm trying to cut across just so I don't interrupt or interfere with that guy. The storm is actually giving me heavy damage, and I'm thinking to myself, do I need to heal? What do I need to do? Get some cover behind the trees. Trees are definitely worth getting cover behind, but then I realized, oh, we don't have the trees here, so we come out on top of this mountain up here. We're alright, so keep ourselves down a little bit, look around over there, and I see, oh, the guy over there, and there's another guy above him, so I'm thinking, oh, we need to move around this side of the mountain. There's another guy there down to the left. I'm like, oh man, there's 3 guys all around here, so let's see if we can get some shots off at this guy. Nice little hit on him, and he gets behind the rock, unfortunately. Fortunately, this time, I didn't wait for him to keep running, but, however, he is going to be shooting back from the rocks. Let's see if we can get some hits on him. Nicely done, and boom, what a shot. That final shot got him down and got that kill. So that was really awesome, and a really awesome shot which got us that final kill. Now we're going to heal up a little bit using the med kit, just so we can get ourselves pretty high on health. We don't want to be down on health, but yeah, we're doing pretty well. You just got to remember, I did see 2 guys, and you can see a guy, I could see a guy moving in the distance there by the tree when I was looking up there, and see him over there just in the distance. There's 2 guys running around over there. You got one there and you got one up on the hill, so I thought, you know what, we'll take some shots at this guy. We might not get the kill because the other guys, oh, we did get the kill, then the other guys up there, and I thought, you know what, we may as well to start shooting at him. But because of the range being so extreme, I just thought, you know, this assault rifle is probably not going to hit. I do have a bunch of ammo for it, but I don't really want to waste all these shots knowing that he's probably just going to get cover and heal up. So I thought, you know what, let's move on from here, not take too many shots at him, and let's try and move around towards him somehow and get down from this mountain. So climbing down the mountain here, this is when the big stuff happens now. So we've got a load of stuff going on. We've got the guy at distance. I've sped it up a little bit because at the minute I'm just really running through, and honestly there is no need to walk slowly. So we'll go through here and we'll speed it up a little bit, and you got the guy at distance over there. Now around here, this is when things start to happen. This is when I actually come against or come across the RPG. Now there's a player around here in a moment which I do manage to kill. There's actually two of us around here coming up. I know there's the guy over here to my left, which I get a few shots off at right there, right now. And I believe there's another player around here as well. So I think this is the guy with the RPG. I'm pretty sure it is. So get a few shots off him and boom, the RPG is dropped. I have no idea why he wasn't using the RPG as a weapon and he was just keeping it, because it is probably the best weapon in the game in my opinion. I don't think there's any other weapon as good as the RPG personally. And yeah, I just think the RPG is amazing, and honestly it is probably the best weapon in the game, because if you don't expect it coming and you don't hear the sound or you don't listen out for it and you don't know it's coming and it just appears and shoots you, you're probably most likely going to die from it. Honestly, it is definitely the most powerful or the strongest weapon in the game. I've never seen anything as good as it personally. There isn't much. Apart from the grenade launcher, you can't really get anything as strong as the RPG. I personally believe the RPG is probably amazing for most situations. You can take, there's no way of stopping it. So if you've built a base or something towards the end, you can take them out. You see that in this gameplay right now. I have the RPG and I was actually tempted to shoot at that sniper tower, but doing that would just give my position away. So I played, you know what, I said, let's stay to the barrier. So I stayed to the barrier. There's two different styles of play you can actually play when you get to this sort of end stage. You can either go for the new objective and hold out there and wait for someone to come, or you can hide behind here. So I'm getting shot at, let's build up some things, and you can see I'm building up walls as fast as I can. Now this situation bit, this was actually a really tough situation, and the reason I did this is because of after all placing the barriers, he didn't see me here, and I thought he's behind that rock, fire a rocket at the rock, boom, and he's actually got out from the rock, and I go, you know what, let's finish him off with the AK here. He didn't get any hits on me, and boom. So thanks to that rocket launcher, that caused him to move up, and again I could have fired another rocket at him, but doing that could have been a bit risky. And then when I come over here, I thought, you know, I'm not a fan of the sniper, so I just didn't take it. Now personally, if you are good with the sniper, use it, and if you think you're going to be a good sniper person or you have had experience with snipers on other games, use them. But in this gameplay right now, we can clearly see the rocket is definitely doing pretty good for me. I picked up the rocket and got a kill, and there's two more players that I do get to. So there's 5 of us left in the game, and I've got to manage to survive this. So the barrier, it's got 48 seconds in before it starts moving in, and I'm right on the edge hanging it out over here. So I thought, you know what, there's another guy actually suppressing me down, or there's another guy out there, so let's get this barrier down so I've got safety and something to hide behind. And I thought, should we place one here? Yes, let's place. There isn't, I don't know why I actually did this, and I thought, no, let's not do that, because there was just no point, because if you look at the timer, there's no point of putting a barrier there really, unless there's a guy there, and no one's going to be coming through now on the barrier from over there, because that's where the sea is, so no one's going to be coming in from over there. So we're in a good position here, and I think we have got a chance, so we just got to wait and try and get our move up and try and get the win, and possibly we might win this. So yeah, I'm thinking we got 7 seconds left, let's move up. We got to move quick now, the barrier's coming in. But you've got to remember one thing, if you didn't know, and a lot of people don't notice, is if the circle's actually smaller and it's got a minute to shrink, it's going to take a minute to get there. If you're in the bigger area, you can probably run faster than the barrier is shrinking. As you can see, I'm doing that now, so I'm just doing that so to keep my barrier on my back, which works really well. Now this actually section here is very risky, and this is where things do start to get a little bit heated. There's a bunch of players around here that I actually come across and see, but I don't actually shoot at them, so let's get to that. So in this section here now, this is when I actually do get one of the major kills. This is actually a big kill, because if I ran straight to the left where I wanted to go, I didn't see this guy's movement there from that tree to tree, I probably would have got killed by him. But now I see his movement, I get a few shots off with my AK, and I'm thinking, oh god, this is risky. So I don't actually have a shotgun, and he probably does. So I switch to my rocket, and I'm like, time to get the kill. Boom, straight in and get the kill. So let's actually speed it up a little bit now and show you guys me moving up to the mountain. So let's speed it up. So in this next section of the gameplay, all that really goes down is just me collecting all the loot and moving up quickly. Now, honestly, the barrier has been changed and I've got a minute left and we have sped it up to 2 times the speed so you guys can see me just moving around. But there's only 2 players left, so it's simply just a 1v1 situation. And I've got to locate where this guy is. Now, when you get to this sort of situation in the game on 1v1, it's very intense because it's you versus another player. You don't know where they are, and if you die, you lose, and if you kill them, you win. It's a 50-50 chance near enough every single time, unless they've got a base and a high ground advantage. Other than that, you're most likely, probably, it's 50-50 most of the time. So, yeah, hopefully with a little bit of luck, you'll notice when you get to this situation yourself, if you do make it, it is pretty nervous. And to be honest, I was pretty nervous. I've probably been one of the most nervous things I've ever done, ever playing video games, because it was my first, it's my second time actually. The first time just was a little bit of a coincidence. Honestly, it wasn't the same sort of feeling because I was really camping it out in like a sniper tower and the guy just kind of didn't know I was there and he was just stood out in the open and I just killed him. But this time I thought we're definitely getting a little bit nervous because with the barrier shrinking to these weird locations, it started to get pretty nervous and I had to get the kill and I had to work out where the guy was or I would not be winning this. So I was thinking to myself, is the guy down there? I did see some movement around the tree at one stage, but I thought, you know what, I don't think that's the guy because there's a bunch of loot there, so I'm not going to go around there. I was staying tight to the mountain here because I knew if he was above me I might have a chance shooting at him, and then if he comes around the corner I definitely have a chance. But then suddenly you will notice I do start to see movement. Now at this part I was thinking definitely he is probably most likely above me, but then I was thinking I haven't heard any barriers or anything like that being built, so I thought he's probably around the corner, but I don't want to go around the corner in case I get shot. So we have to go really slowly. And this is when I actually get really lucky. We do notice a little bit of movement from the enemy. And with that little bit of movement that I notice, that gives me the chance to actually be able to kind of win this and get the opportunity to get the shot off. So you can see moving around here right now, we've got an opportunity. There he is. He doesn't actually see us, but using the third person camera, you notice that we see him. And there he was. Storm was shrinking again. He was thinking, oh, what should I do? He's actually in the storm shrink, so he was very happy with that clearly. And as you can see, I'm moving around getting the right shot off, and there he is by the tree. I don't know what he's doing, camping it out. I think he thought I was down below, and I fire a rocket in. He doesn't see the rocket coming. He tries moving, and boom, unlucky cursed wolf, you got beaten, and there was the win. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. That was an amazing gameplay and probably one of my favorite gameplays so far. That was my first kind of review and kind of video on Fortnite. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I will be making some more if you did. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, stay tuned because we're going to have a bunch of new Fortnite content coming as well if you guys are interested in that. And once again, this is postboxpat signing out.